So now, if we take the square root of both sides, we end up with d is equal to technically the positive negative square root of all of this jazz here. And again, I have to give myself some room here. So I hope you did copy that down. If not, just rewind the tape. That's why videotape is so wonderful. You can rewind all day long. So we're going to take the square root of all this stuff here. Alrighty. And so when we do that, we end up with the distance formula. Okay, that's how we derive it. Now, let's give an example. Suppose we want to find the distance between 2 points, 3, 1, and -4, 8. Okay, we would plug in to our formula here. Okay, and we would have d is equal to the square root of. Now, what should you do before anything? What did we do when we were playing around with slope? We labeled, right? Because we don't want to get, all, everything crossed and everything, and, we not know what x1, y1, and, it's so easy to get it mixed up and confused. So let's label. Let's let this be point 1. This will be point 2. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. And so we're going to plug and chug. Y2 is going to be 8 minus y1 is 1. Okay. Don't forget your squared here. And then we have -4 minus 3 squared. Okay, and then from there it's just doing the math. Okay, so hopefully I'm going to be doing this correctly. And we have the square root of 7 squared. Okay, I'll just go ahead and leave the parentheses there. And the reason why I'm doing that is because when you have negative numbers, you want to leave the parentheses there. And again, I explained it in my book when I discuss positive and negative numbers and how to handle them with operations. Okay, it's really good. Go check it out. Okay, so in this case right here, this would be -7 squared. Okay, and again, go to my book so you can see how to handle negative numbers. And so now, when you take the square of this negative here in parentheses, you end up with a positive. So basically, you're going to have 49 plus 49. Okay, and here we have the square root of 98. And this reduces down to something I don't feel like playing with. Okay. Cut the tape, cut the tape. Okay, if we factor 98, and we already saw where you had, 49 times 2 gives us 98. Okay, so then you have 2 times 7 times 7. And so essentially what I should have done was I should have left it as 2 times 49. Okay, is what I should have done. And when we do that, we can take the square root of 49, which is 7. So it should be 7 times the square root of 2, that should give the square root of 98, if I'm not lying. Okay, so we end up with the square root of 98 being 7 times the square root of 2, and we can stop there, because I think the square root of 2 is, I used to have this kind of stuff memorized. It's like 1.414, something like that. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even feel like playing with that. But basically, that would be the distance between these 2 points right here. Okay, and so that's the bottom line. Okay, as you can always pull out a calculator. So anyway, well, that's the end of our series, our little quick series, or what was supposed to be quick. We're going to do a lot of geometry, actually, because that's the subject that I get feedback on that's a little tougher. So we'll check out more videos. And again, check out my book at www.declaremath.com. Okay, take care.